In today's environment, telling truth from fiction is life's protection. We're bombarded with too good to be true stories by politicians, advertisements, and salespersons telling us how great they can make life. In the 20th century, guns were used to rob. In the 21st century, it's the keyboard and mouth which does that job. With the press of a key, life can change. I know this will sound strange, but lying is built into all of us. It was probably an evolutionary necessity. Coco, a gorilla, was taught sign language. When asked who pulled the sink out of the wall, he answered, "The kitten." We lie about 10 times a day. Mostly they're white lies, but others can do significant damage. Pathological liars do it all the time. They can't help themselves. But how can you tell when you're being taken in? There are 4 topical areas which can provide the answer: the story itself, what a person's face reveals, language structure, and body reaction. If the clues were obvious, it would be easy to tell if someone was lying. As in the Pinocchio effect, using a lie detector, or maybe it's just written all over their face. Usually we're not that lucky. This session will examine the story structure itself and how it plays into the overall analysis. The simplest form of apparent lying is when the question is ignored, or it consists of lots of caveats. I don't remember, to the best of my recollection, I believe, to be honest. The person is either embarrassed or would have to lie. Either way, the story is not believable. Does the story make sense? You've seen enough of these type stories on TV from your kids and politicians. Some are so bad you'd probably want to place them in timeout. Does the story keep changing? Here's a perfect example from an interview between a reporter and House Speaker Paul Ryan. The reporter asked, "Congressman Ryan, we understand when there was a meeting with a group of congressmen where one stated that President Trump received money from the Russians." Ryan answered, "There was no meeting. It never took place. It never happened." The reporter then indicated, "We have a transcript of the meeting which shows it happened." Ryan then changed his story. "That transcript was made up and is false." The reporter then stated, "We have an audio recording of the meeting." Again, the story changed. "Well, he was only kidding." Consider that different versions of a story may not occur at the same time, nor be as dramatic as this one. But those changes show the story is not true. Injecting too much detail into a story when a single word would suffice is another clue to deception. There was an interchange between a reporter and Senator John Edwards. "Senator Edwards, is this baby yours?" Well, the answer should have been a simple no. Instead, Edwards droned on and on, explaining why it couldn't be his.
It could be mine because of the timing of events, so I know it's not possible. Happy to take a paternity test and would love to see it happen.
Some weeks later, he admitted it was his baby. Finally, is the story relevant to the question? The governor of Florida used police as his backdrop during a political speech, which was illegal in the state of Florida. So the reporter asked about using on-duty police for his political campaign.
I think that all of those deputies were off-duty.
I'm very proud that last week the police chiefs endorsed me. I'm very proud that 40 sheriffs have endorsed me. I'm very proud of all the support from the law enforcement.
He completely avoided the question, so his lie was obvious. Sometimes the story itself can reveal whether you're getting the truth and save a lot of time looking for other clues.
I want the the truth.
I don't recall it.
I did not have.
And they're completely false.
I had no prior knowledge.
Are totally false.